more Beyond the Stats. I'm Zach. Joining me is Tanner. We're talking some Super Bowl predictions as the regular season winds down and we move into the playoffs.
Yeah, Zach, and I know I think I've said this all the time, but again, it's been really exciting to see some good football. You know, a couple hiccups, obviously, due to some COVID protocols, but for the most part, still glad to see a lot of teams still get their games in. But we're going to focus, like I said, Super Bowl matchup. I think it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. I mean, you've got a matchup of arguably the two best quarterbacks in the NFL this season in Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, and the two probable front runners for the MVP. I mean, the only team that I think might have any chance would, again, maybe be the Saints, depending on how Drew Brees plays, good for him for finally getting to come back after his injury. But I don't even think I don't think it's likely that it won't be the Chiefs and the Packers. I mean, both have been playing really well. They're both going to be looking for their second ring. And then in terms of who to give it to, it's tough, but I think I got to go with the Chiefs. I mean, not only do they have one of, if not the most lethal offenses in the NFL, I think they also have one of the best defenses. I mean, and the Packers, their offense is obviously, very good, but their defense is going to have to really step up in order to give it a game. So that's why that's why I say my prediction is that the Chiefs are going to beat the Packers, and I'm saying 42-28. That's my prediction.
Jeez, a blowout, basically.
Yeah,
I mean, not
borderline.
a blowout by borderline blowout by Super Bowl standards. I would call that a blowout.
That's true.
28. Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean, there's a history of not close Super Bowls, but the last few have been really good. So, yeah. So I'm gonna expand the list a little bit. There are only 5 teams that can win it all this year. These are the 5 teams that I think could win it, and I wouldn't be shocked. Chiefs, Steelers, Seahawks, Packers, Saints, and Buccaneers. After that, anyone else would be an absolute shock to me. I'm sorry. No team, whoever makes it in from the NFC East is not winning the Super Bowl. Well, it's 2020, so... okay, no. I'm sorry. No. The Browns aren't winning the Super Bowl. The Ravens aren't winning the Super Bowl. It's those 5 teams. I'm sorry. I do agree with you, Tanner, though. I think it will be a rematch of Super Bowl 1 when the Packers beat the Chiefs 35-10. Though the Chiefs get revenge and win it, and I have it a lot closer. 38-30.
That's
not
borderline blowout.
Not borderline blowout 42-28. It's going to be like 38-30. I think it comes down to it'll be tied 30-30 late in the fourth. Patrick Mahomes leads a comeback drive, and they go for 2 so that the Packers will have to go for 2 to win the game, and then they don't even get to the end zone. So I'm going, 38-30. Mahomes gets his second Super Bowl MVP in as many years. And, to be honest, as much as things have changed since 1967, things are really just the same. 1967 was the year of Super Bowl 1.
Sure,
Just to clarify.
Yeah.
So, I mean... Super Bowl 1, we're here a number of years later, over 50 years later, and the Packers and Chiefs are still the favorites to make it to the Super Bowl, which I think is hilarious.
And I think it's crazy. I mean, and as you talked about, when you talk about previous Super Bowls being close, I mean, we've seen some that it literally comes down to one play, and that's what you want. That's what you want to see. And I mean, I think one great thing is, when we saw last year, we saw the Chiefs, of course, their offense still one of the most lethal against the 49ers team, who they were known for their defense. If they were going to win, it would be through their defense. That's just how powerful the Chiefs offense is. And that's why I said, like I said, 49ers not anywhere near where they were last year. And that's kind of the reason why I picked the score. Why the Packers don't have a bad defense, and obviously it's nowhere near what the 49ers were last year, but it's still that's what it's really gonna come down to. I just think that the Chiefs offense is just that strong. But I will say, like, the Packers will give themselves a really good chance. If their defense can play above average than what they're used to, that is, in my opinion, the ultimate X factor in that entire Super Bowl.
And I'm not yeah, no, I think I agree with you. I think the Packers defense is a little better than you're giving credit to. I mean, think about it. Zadarius Smith, Jair Alexander is one of the best corners in football. I mean, they got plenty of talent on that side of the ball.
Absolutely.
Let's not act like they don't.
Yeah, no.
And I mean, you're right. The Chiefs, Chris Jones, Honey Badger in the backfield, in the defensive backfield, playing whatever's position, whether it's corner or safety or linebacker on any given play, really. You're right, but I can't agree that the game will be not as close as you're saying it is, just because I really do think Aaron Rodgers is good enough that the defenses won't matter in this game. I mean, they'll matter to a certain extent. It'll come down to the team who makes one drive stop, but that's about what we're going to get. I think we're going to get one drive where one of the teams doesn't score, and that decides the game. And I think Patrick Mahomes is the slightly better quarterback at this point, and so I'm going to bet with the Chiefs because also I think they have a better offense around Patrick Mahomes than the Packers do around Aaron Rodgers, and I think Andy Reid is a better offensive coach than Matt LaFleur is. So I think it doesn't even come down to the quarterback that much. I think it comes down to the Chiefs are slightly more talented in offense, so I think they'll get the score.
But I think
that will decide the game.
But I think both you and I can agree that if it's not these two teams, it's going to be a pretty big surprise. But assuming that it is these two teams, it's going to be exciting, and hopefully, depending on where it comes to protocols and like how many fans, this would be one that it would be an absolutely packed house. Again, depending on where things go as we inch closer and closer.
Well, it's going to be. We could be completely wrong here, and it's going to be a Giants-Browns Super Bowl. The way 2020 is going, who knows?
If you enjoyed this video, be sure you like and subscribe for similar content, and also, let's get a discussion going down in the comments below. We'd love to hear and debate your opinions as well. You can also check out the full episodes on all the major podcasting sites.